Ready. Go.
Okay, Jim, all right. All right. Take it away, Jim. Hit it, Gina.
I did.
Okay, so she did, all right. You know, I really appreciate the gathering here at the Logansport Art Association, where I'm displaying what has been characterized as the JET artwork collection. What is JET? It's James Edgar Templin, a 29-year school teacher for art and artist himself, naturally. Now, I am his son. I'm Timothy Templin, and I have inherited all these works of art, and they had to go somewhere, and some were in pristine condition, others were not so great condition, some were just under piles of debris and getting ready to throw it away. So I've assembled them all that need frames have frames, and also some of the 3D work and some of the other things that I can tell you about. There's a great variety being an art teacher, and what I'll talk to you about today is just a sampling of it. But if you can see up here, this charcoal doesn't have a title. It's called The Woman with a Long Neck, because we didn't know what else to call it. So, what you see from the camera, I don't know, but this is Last Crop. It's about a red barn, and the unique feature of it is that, other than it's a watercolor and it's large, is that the frame is from a barn, from that barn that was tore down. It was entered in a contest, and the legend is that it won first place, but was then disqualified for an improper frame. And here it sits with us today. We move down here. This watercolor, rather large, if you like flowers, it's called tulips. This pastel is called Valley High. Here is called Chessman, made out of charcoal. I saw this one in progress, and I had the frame and matting put on it. It was supposed to have the pieces on there, and my dad didn't play chess, and he wanted me to show him how to arrange it so he wouldn't have any kind of an illegal arrangement. But he never did finish it, and I like it the way that it is. It's just supposed to be Bobby Fischer here, you know, looking over an empty chessboard, although it's controversial whether that's actually Bobby Fischer or not. Another charcoal called the Indian that has like a Gothic feel to it, with the eyes closed. Third place winner at Grant County Art Association, Amazon Rainbow. Now, he was a member of the Grant County Art Association, and they were longtime supporters of his work, and I met a lot of the artists there. This colorful fellow here that is quite distinctive, probably handsome to some of the ladies in his world, is just called Baboon, and it's colored pencil, okay? So you're starting to get an idea of the variety here. The woodworking, the pieces move a little bit, if you can see that. And this is called Ode to the American Teacher, this large watercolor here. He was a member, and more than a member, a president of the American Teachers Association, and a devout member of it, devout worker for the union, the teachers union. This one always is popular. It's called Perception is Everything, and I'm open to debate on how it's supposed to be oriented. However, you can see the JET signature in red right here, and I'm pretty sure this is the right way. It's just kind of stand and cock your head a little bit. But whenever I display this, everybody walks over and it kind of goes like that. Here we have a couple of pencil drawings. And this one called Little Turtle's Raid, probably based off of Mississinawa history. Nice kind of dark green color there. You know, the JET artwork, I've made reproductions, and we have these 8x10s right here. And also, it's now online, you can order them, any of the work that you see here, any of the three-dimensional work. It can be ordered as a large 16x20 poster, a small 8x10 print, or a mug. And you can find it, you scan this QR code, and you can go ahead and find it. It's also whenIwas35.square.site is where it can be found. So, and actually speaking of the 16 by 20s. Here they are. This one is not brought in here. It's actually much smaller than this one. Nice golden frame, just basket with flowers, what we might call it. Yeah, I do like this. I'm gonna get one of these myself.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
That came from, that was gifted to us from the estate of a deceased artist.
Wow, that's really nice. And I attend art fairs with this. Here, check out this mood.
Oh, that's in the case, isn't it? That's cool.
I go to art fairs, and this is just an excellent display case for it. So here we have colored pencil, lilies of the field in watercolor, a very Chicago-esque watercolor, colored pencil, Dodge the Ram, ink and tribute, this good-looking llama-looking like thing, probably an alpaca. Pastel. This is probably the most popular among all the family members of first place. Ladies in Waiting, a pastel that has a mysterious look to it where, you know, from a time long ago. But I really like it. It's one of my favorite of the figurative drawings of human faces is Ladies in Waiting. Woodwork here, known only by the dates. So here, August 11th, 1982 is what's written on the back. Did a lot of work with carefully cutting wood. And I do have a chessboard too, it's in the book. If you ever get a chance, you might want to get a chance to look at the book, because a chessboard he just made for my brother and I. We played a lot of chess on it, still exists. Untitled pastel of kind of a sunrise over the mountains image.
Did you say pastel?
Yes.
I love pastel, that's really good.
Yeah, very messy, but very
Yes,
good
they are
results.
It's one of my favorites to work with kids because it's kind of forgiving too.
Yeah.
I like pastel.
Yeah. So, you know, being a 29-year art teacher, you has a variety of everything. Oil, but you don't have a lot of oil paintings in here, but there's quite a few of those. Some of them are old and kind of delicate, and I don't move them around very much. The watercolor, the pastel, the colored pencil, the charcoal, and also some of the 3D work of baskets, gourds. There's a little guy made out of lead over there, if you get a chance to see him. And also his art box, his container for all his artwork. I've got that. He's carved woodwork on that too. A couple popular guys, the Gary Rogues and the James Dean-esque period of time. And I do like, it's got the JET artwork signature. Kind of like a biker symbol right there. You see that? That's nice stuff right there.
It almost looks like it's part of the earring.
Yeah, close enough. So, you know, there's the signature. You see it, you can spot it. So, a haunting feature right here, the organ grinder's lament, that I believe is charcoal, but it has kind of an eternal feel to it. There he's got the JET signature quite prominently, but it fits really well, just totally black and white. Popular item, popular purchase item at the fairs. And this work right here. You know, when I found all these works of art, I found them. Some I saw for many years, some I never knew about. I didn't know what to do, so I assembled them, put them in a book, took them to a photographer, and I said, how much would you charge to photograph these? Well, we'll just do a sitting fee, which meant you just bring in all the artwork you want each time, and it'd be $50 fee. Well, he didn't know what he was going to get paid for, because I got quite a deal on that. I just kept coming with a piece of art. I said, did your dad do anything but art? But we'd set it up, and we'd have to, and I said, well, that's most of what he did. So we took a picture, and now it's found in the book. What's the title of the book? Well, it's the title of this charcoal work right here that is a self-portrait. See, he was 35 when I was born.
Wow.
And how old do you think I was when I found most of these works of art?
35.
And this is the name of it. When I was 35, I had a very good year. James Edgar Templin. Please enjoy. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness.